Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie.
Lady Gaga at the Oscars yesterday. Oh my gosh, Hold My Hand. This was the hit song from Top Gun. No makeup. Have a listen to this.
I love her.
Unbelievable.
Amazing to do without makeup.
Now, what do you mean about no makeup?
It's not
Why
easy to
was
do.
that important to say?
It's not easy to do without makeup
She rocked
on.
up in a pair of ripped pants and a T-shirt, no makeup, and I think that was part of the... For some reason, it was part of the song. It was like a stage show. There was other people up there with her.
It's just keeping it raw.
Keeping it raw
like
and just...
effortless.
It was unbelievable.
I like to think that even when they say no makeup, they are full of makeup. There's a full face of makeup.
a little bit,
It's
yeah.
just...
Well, this lady doesn't need makeup either because
my
she
God.
was magnificent on the champagne carpet yesterday. Sonia Kruger joins us live now.
Correct.
Sonia.
I would actually say that I like to paintball my makeup on most of the time. It needs to be applied like that. But I noticed that Lady Gaga thing too, because when she came down the red carpet, she had so much makeup
Yeah.
on. So she had a full, almost stage makeup, red lipstick and dark eyes. And then she's obviously gone backstage and taken it all off. And then I'm sure she would have put it all back on to go to the after party.
Well, that's the
So-
thing. There's a lot of time spent in going from one act to the next. Can I ask, Krugs, because I think you did an amazing job, and I think it's a tough job on the red carpet. You've got so many names and so many movies and so many categories to remember. How did you think you went?
Yeah. Oh, pretty poorly.
Oh, don't say... Did you set Sonia up for a fall there?
No, I just said I thought you did a great job, but I want to know if you got caught out at all, Krugs.
I couldn't even say the name of everything, everywhere, all at once. If you look back at the coverage, I never actually mentioned that movie, even though it was up for Best Picture, because I didn't trust myself to get it right.
Awesome.
You know when you're in your head and you go, just don't do it.
I get it.
You're gonna hedge your bets here and you're going to be wrong. So
No, I know.
yeah,
It's like me
either that
saying...
or it's-
It's like me saying MDG or MGD. Or do you know I know I'm going to get it wrong, so I just call him Matt.
Yeah, you just call him Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, Krugs, what is what's your technique to get these people coming down the red carpet? Because it's very hard to do.
I employ the fishwife technique, and I'm sort of there going, Ryan! like really loudly, and it's not attractive. I was right next to Billy Bush from Extra. Billy's a very charismatic guy. He knows everybody. So what I did, because, work smarter, not harder.
Good.
I'm like, Billy, once you finish with these people, you have to tell them I need to speak to them. So he'd go, thank you very much, Miles Teller. Now, let me introduce you to my friend Sonia.
Oh, that's good.
And so it was great. So he just kind of passed them along to me, which was awesome. So,
Oh, you got the leftovers, Sonia.
I did.
Is there-
Sloppy seconds from Extra.
Is there someone you missed out on that you would have really loved to have spoken to?
Oh, there were actually a couple of people, Kate. I did get to speak to Miles Teller, which was a highlight because I
Great
loved
gun.
him in Top Gun and Whiplash and The Offer. He's a great rising star. But do you remember the show Fleabag?
Yeah.
With Phoebe Waller-Bridges? I saw her in the distance. Now, she's probably not one of those gets on the red carpet that everybody's going to go, oh, I recognise who that is. It's not like talking to Kate Blanchett or Nicole Kidman, but I saw her and I said, Phoebe, I love you. And it was just weird. And she was kind of like nodding and smiling at me. But I had no questions for her. I had nothing relevant to say to her.
Awesome.
Can I
just wanted
touch
to
you?
tell her that I loved her.
Oh,
Yeah,
Krugs.
exactly.
What about
I
after
know.
parties, Krugs? Because we know that you go and do the champagne carpet, but in your mind it's like, when am I going to kick this thing into gear? Did you get into any after parties, Krugs?
Not invited to one.
What a
But
kick
you know
in the
what?
pants.
Well, to be honest with you, after about 12 hours of the red carpet, and also I had to do like a voiceover for a 6 o'clock news package. So I
what?
needed to be, I had a little party in room 619 for me and a cheeseburger. That was pretty good,
That'll do
I
it.
must admit. But yeah, there were parties like the Vanity Fair, Beyonce and Jay-Z had a party,
Wow.
Elton John had a party, and I was watching all the coverage, like people just going and they do kick it up a notch. They start drinking, and it's really interesting to see them all letting their hair loose. And then there are people that turn up and you go, why are you there? You know, like it might be someone who's from some kind of reality show, but they've got a bait to an Oscars party. I guess if you got one, why wouldn't you go?
So that's the thing. I reckon they're doing it the wrong way around. All the interviews should take place after the actual event. So the red carpet happens afterwards, so you get them walking out, maybe after they've had a drink.
Carpet, we give them champagne at the top of the carpet.
Yeah.
By the time they get to the end of it, they've had a glass of personality.
Yeah.
And it'll be much more interesting.
Oh, that's so rude.
Oh, Hugh Grant needs a barrel.
He
I'm
does.
talking to you, Hugh Grant.
Yeah, I know.
To you.
You did an amazing job, Krugs. Channel 7, you rubbed shoulders with some of the biggest A-list celebrities.
That'll do, mate.
Jesus, I feel like I'm half-tanked coming home from an after-party round. You did an amazing job, and we appreciate your time, Krugs. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, guys. Good talking to you.
Let's talk about the Oscars now.
Welcome to the 95th Oscars.
Is it called Tar or is it called Avatar?
There it is.
I'm going to stay out of this chat.
You have a rest.
Did you see some of the fashion on the red carpet? That looked amazing. It was
I saw a bit, and as I sent through last night to you guys, no wonder I was confused about Cate Blanchett playing one of the blue people in the film.
Because she was wearing blue,
Avatar.
wasn't she?
Because then she tries to confuse me further. I think she must have heard the show.
Yeah.
So she rocks up onto the champagne carpet with this, quite fashion forward, I think, but with a Hollywood twist, with a black pencil skirt and a blue top.
Blue top.
I'm like, what are you trying to do to me?
Classic Avatar outfit.
Blanchett.
She heard your break yesterday.
She
from actor
did.
to
Let's
actor.
talk about the champagne carpet. I mean, it's every person's dream to go down that champagne carpet, but if you've done it quite a few times, it can get quite boring. Hugh Grant, he's been there quite a few times. He didn't really want to be there, so when he was asked to be interviewed about his little minor role in Glass Onion, the movie, he didn't really comply with some of his answers.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see,
Yeah, do you have your hopes up for anyone?
no one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Just my suit.
Your suit? Who
Yeah.
made your suit? You didn't make it.
I can't remember, my tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, but still, you showed up and you had fun, right?
Almost.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Do you know what?
Doesn't want to be there.
No, but I don't blame him.
Oh, come on. He deserves a firecracker straight up the bum. If I was her, I would have said, Hugh, I'll just stop you there. This has been the most disappointing moment of my career, and you're part of it. So move on.
Do you think that, or do you think that he just delivered answers that were deserving
No.
of really basic?
Doesn't matter.
Because those questions could be adapted to anyone that came down that carpet.
Hugh, Who made you famous, Hugh?
Yeah.
The fans did.
Hugh made who?
Yeah, Hugh made Hugh. Hugh made Hugh.
Hugh made who?
The fans made you famous, Hugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's who.
But
So
she's
you-
asking about his suit.
Doesn't
he doesn't
matter.
want to talk about his
Play
suit.
up to it. Have fun with it.
Oh, I'm on Hugh's side.
You know what? My friend went to a party with him once, and the first thing he said to her was, "Oh, what wonderful breasts you have."
Oh, that's
I went,
what you
"Oh,
say
my
to...
God."
You made that
all
up.
the
You've
time.
said that.
Never
You've
say that to a
insert name
woman.
here.
I would never say that to a female, maybe a male, but
Think it.
What did we think of Jimmy Kimmel as host? I
Did a
thought-
good job.
Well, he had to address the slap from last year, Chris Rock and also Will Smith. This is how he addressed that.
We want you to have fun. We want you to feel safe. And most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech.
He's had a crack there. He also had a crack at Tom Cruise, who wasn't there. He must have found out that Top Gun wasn't winning any Oscars.
No, he got inside intel.
Yes, so this is what he had to say about Tom.
Everyone loved Top Gun. Everybody. I mean, Tom Cruise with his shirt off in that beach football scene. L. Ron Hubba Hubba. You know what I'm saying?
Scientology joke.
There should be an award for best hair on a man over 50.
Is that Tom?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, amazing.
Great hair.
What about
Beautiful hair.
We've been talking about Ozempic, this weight loss injection that you've been talking about the last 2 weeks.
I don't need it.
Jimmy Kimmel was joking about that.
Everybody looks so great. When I look around this room, I can't help but wonder, is Ozempic right for me?
Everybody's doing it, mate. I told you.
Can you imagine all those people trying to fit into their suits? Don't ask about the suit.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah. You wanted to talk about Hugh Grant,
I do.
didn't
This
you?
is such a beautiful story. So, Hugh Grant, he is 51 years old, and he won the Oscar.
Well, he was in Goonies. He was in Indiana Jones as a child actor.
That's the thing.
Yes, and I remember watching the film that won Best
Yeah.
Picture, and I was
Everything
like,
Everywhere
I know
All
that
at
guy.
Once.
I know that guy. Oh my God,
Yes.
that's the guy from
Yeah.
Goonies.
And I loved Indiana Jones. That was my and he was shorty. So all those great lines.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes. All those.
Wow.
Oh, we're doing an impression.
No, we're not. I mean, I can quote a guy from a film, can't I?
You
Is
can.
there anything
I'm trying to think
wrong?
of a Goonies line.
That's okay. Go for it if you've got it, because there's nothing wrong with doing it. So don't leave me hanging out here, guys.
Do it again.
Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes. Shorty!
And the Oscar goes to...
Shorty! And here was this moment where, I mean, he went on in his speech to talk about how he had considered quitting acting. He's 51 years old now. He was 13 at the time, back in 1984, for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Some of the biggest films,
Massive.
ever.
Have a listen to his moment where he references his mum.
My mom is 84 years old, and she's at home watching. Mom, I just want an Oscar.
He just couldn't believe it. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, she would have been... You've finally done something with your
Yeah,
life.
you loser. And then, can we talk about Jamie Lee Curtis? Because I thought that was really special as well, because obviously her mum and dad were part of Hollywood and they were nominated for Oscars. They never won one. They've now passed, and then her name is read out and she's the winner.
To all of the people who have supported the genre movies that I have made, the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, we just won an Oscar together. And my mother and my father were both nominated for Oscars in different categories. I just won an Oscar.
Isn't that beautiful?
The people that she was doing a shout out for and saying that we've won an Oscar, do you get in contact with her and say, well, could I borrow it? I've got a party this weekend, or is there any chance I could have the Oscar?
I don't think there was hundreds and thousands
no,
of
there was
taken on the
heaps.
road.
No.
many
Why
years.
not?
I just love those emotional speeches. Have you got one of Kate Ritchie winning the Gold Logie in 1995?
No, you
Have we got that speech?
95. I didn't win it in 95.
Who did you thank, Kate? Who can you remember your speech? Did you prepare it?
Do you
I think I thanked Sally.
Did you thank Milko?
Yeah, you were just being so obvious, Whipper.
Did you get emotional?
Of course I did,
Yeah, you
because I
were
was
crying.
so panicked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Can I ask you this? Did you know that you'd won it before?
No.
No.
Who were you up against?
No, never. Although sometimes you can kind of look at the room and wonder
Yes.
where you're seated
Gotcha.
sure.
Right.
and whether the person who runs the company happens to be at your table.
Gotcha.
Right. And why is there a camera on me?
Ah, so Eddie
Well, they
McGuire.
all have cameras,
Right.
But the other ones that are focused on the people who aren't going to win do kind of whip away quickly. Yeah, it's like, oh, you pulled away way too quick.
That is so good.
So obvious, Ray's going to get it again.
Amazing.
This is going to be a weekly segment, the inside.
Isn't it?
Inside.
Oh,
Was that the-
Insider.
did you
Yeah,
win it the
the
year? Did you win it the year before Craig McLachlan? Was that after?
Did he win it?
He won a Gold Logie, yeah.
No,
He gave me a
didn't.
Swatch watch once upon a time.
Did he really? Were you
I still
taking
have
at
it
the time?
with a handwritten note.
That'd be worth a fortune now, $38 or something like that, for sure.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie.
Nova.